Welcome back to the homestead. It is another weekend, and I actually am not sure what we're going to do this weekend. I think we're just going to kind of wing it. Um, I'm just basically finishing unloading firewood. Let me flip the camera around here. So I got the trailer unloaded. You got to clean out all the bark and stuff. First bay is about as full as I'm going to do. I'm going to be making some changes to this. You know, this bay we didn't fill. This first bay, let me come from a different angle here. It's hard to see in the sun. This first bay, last year we didn't put this extra row because, as you can see, it sticks out, which I'm about as high up as I'm going to go, because I think I'm going to go probably about 6.5 feet or so up from the pallets down here. So where's my pallet? Down here, right down here. I'm going to come up about 6.5 feet, and then I'm going to run a board across, and then I'm going to do the planking similar to what we have on the sides, except the front here I think I'm going to do a solid front. And then I'm going to take the canvas and go across the bottom of that and drape it, but then go like 2/3 of the way across, a little over halfway basically, and then cut it, and then take the other 2/3 the other way, come back across so that they overlap in the middle, and then I can pull them back and tuck them up when we're loading and unloading. And then we're on the second bay. We got one full row, second one you can kind of see there. Let me step back so you can kind of get a full picture of it. Yeah, so you can see we're there. So we got another 3 courses to go, so at least another trailer load. Probably, yeah, I would say a trailer, partial another, and then I get to clean out this mess. Propane tank, the big propane tanks will be going in over here. The small tanks here that we use right now for our water heater, those are empties that need to get filled. That's my only full one. So I got a total of 8 of those, and I'm going to take these and get them moved down to the big barn, get that out of here, and then we'll kind of do some cleanup, do some sawmilling. I want to get more lumber for, you know, this wall here, and I want to get the framing of that done. So it's going to be kind of a hodgepodge weekend of a miscellaneous work, firewood, and just getting things cleaned up and organized where we can actually start to utilize this stuff a little bit better. Plus, I know once I get another trailer load, this space has to be freed out in order to make room for the stuff that's going to go in there. So we're just going to kind of plug away. And thankfully got my tooth fixed and wonderful root canal. Gotta love dental work. If you got dental, take care of your teeth, man. It's all the only ones you get. But anyhow, so I'm gonna kind of plug away. I gotta do some cleanup work, and I didn't film unloading the trailer because you guys have seen all that already. But that's kind of where we're at today, and I'll take you along as we get things going here, and we'll see what we get done. Look guys, I got a mess going here. Got a pile of scrap that I got to clean up. There, that's a little better. And I got to cut the tails off. I mean, I can use some of those pieces yet when I frame the window, because there's going to be a window right here. It's going to kind of start right about where that post is. And that post is just a post to support the floor. It's not doing anything for the wall other than it will kind of support the corner of the window a little bit. But that's kind of my plan there, is to fill that in with the window. So some of the pieces I have will work for that. But overall, I'm going to need to cut a few more on the sawmill. So I think that might be, I might gonna cut those off real quick. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty much done until later. I gotta get the saw going and do some maintenance on that, which I won't film. But it's turned out clouds are kind of moving in a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna flip the camera back around. We got some clouds moving in, but overall it's been just a beautiful day. It's like 74 out. But we got quite a bit of work to get done yet. I did some work on the loader. I didn't film any of that because it was just maintenance stuff, and kind of did some small projects around the house that we're not using for the channel at all. And just to kind of keep plugging away at small things. But got more work to do on the loader, so I won't be using that too much, but I think I'm going to try to find some logs that will work on the sawmill that I can get for the rest of the woodshed build here, or at least to get a little farther along, get the longer strips. So I'm going to try to see what I can dig up from there in the pile that I have down there. Actually, I can probably show you the pile from here. It is, well, it's kind of hard to see with the cedar tree in the way, but that is all a pile of spruce and balsam and a mix. I still got some birch down there to cut up, but that'll wait to do a little later. I'll put some of that birch in with the other wood. I'd like to get these piles done first, so that I can manage all those by myself. The birch takes a little bit more manhandling because it's a bigger log, and I can't move it around by hand, so I got to use the loader and have a second pair of hands. So we'll kind of just keep plugging away at it. But I'm going to do some scouting, which I may or may not film, and we'll kind of keep you guys posted on what we're going to do. The wind's picking up a little bit, as you can see. Sorry, and I'll have to back up so you're not blinded by the sun. Sun's starting to go down. It's probably, I don't know, I'm gonna guess about 5-6 o'clock in the evening. So hey guys, welcome back. It is another gorgeous day at the homestead here. We have just beautiful skies, partly cloudy. So I didn't film. I was down in the sawmill. I got some of this done this morning. And this I just milled up and brought up, but I didn't film any of it. It's so windy down there, the camera kept getting knocked over, so I wasn't able to film any of the sawmill. But I got all this stuff done up, so I'm going to get up to where the top of that center post is, and then look at getting framed for the window, and we can start getting that set prepped and go. And that should go actually pretty quick, because I can rip down some of these other boards here that are shorter to kind of fill in that side pieces and get it up there. So I'm going to try to film it here. I think I'm protected from the wind, but we'll see how it goes. Well guys, I got rained out there for a little bit before I could put the window in, but the window is in and trimmed. I didn't caulk it or any of that stuff, as you probably saw in the video, but it's just a wood shed. It's a utility shed. It's not going to be something of, you know, dire importance that if it gets in it. I do have to figure out what I'm going to do up top here. I might put a little piece of flashing just to block in. There's a little bit of a triangle there that needs to be covered up. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. That, or I buy a piece of 10-foot edge trim and put it on this side just to finish it off so it looks nice. But yeah, so we're getting there. Kind of show you what it looks like from the inside. Might have to run the generator tonight because it clouded over, as you can see this afternoon. But yeah, I mean, it's tall. I couldn't have put the window in any higher. That 2x4 had to be trimmed up in that corner a little bit, but it's not, like I said, it's not anything that has to be really, really structural. It's, like I said, it's just a utility shed, but it's above the generator, so the generator is not in view of the window. Granted, somebody walks up, they could see it. And same with the dock caddy, but it just lets some natural light in here, and that's kind of what we wanted. And then, like I said, I'll just put that steel along the bottom from the window down and carry it around this side. So what I'll be working on next will be this side. I'm going to do like a 40-inch wall, and then I'll probably do another little stub wall on that side so that I can, so the door isn't on the very edge. And then I'll do like a 3-foot door or something like that. I got to kind of figure out how exactly I want to do it, or a 40-inch door. But I think I'm going to do a barn door style. But I'm going to trim it down so that it's about 6.5 feet up from the door, you know, or from the floor, I should say, so that that doorway is only that high, so that way less I have to do. And then I'll finish off, when I do the rest of it, I'll finish off the bottom, get that done. I'll find a nice piece of wood that, you know, some of that, like I have it, has live edge on it, that I can do that angle again like I did the other side. But yeah, she's you know, 2 sides protected, or 3 sides if you cover the top, so I'm happy with that progress. But we got off and on rain showers now. As you can see, it's clouded over, and there's another cell of rain coming right on the other side. I'm surprised that one isn't dropping rain on me yet, but it might before I get done here. But I'm going to pack up my tools, get everything running, get everything back inside, and I think I'm going to, it's probably about 6:30 at night, break for some dinner, and that'll probably be it for tonight. I don't know if I'll do anything tomorrow or not for sure. I might do a little bit after work, since this is going to be framed up. See if I can get that framed, or at least get the start of it. I think I got a 2x4 that's tall enough that'll reach that, because I want to say that's more than 8 feet. Yeah, that's probably 9.5 feet up there. Never measured it, but we'll figure it out. that is going to be it for this week's video. I can't go any higher on this side by the generator because in case I need to run the generator, I'm going to need to be able to get the exhaust to come out. So I don't want to go up any higher than that because as you can see, it's getting kind of close to the exhaust output as it is. So I just used up, like I said, I don't care about the gaps and the stuff. It's just a utility shed, but I'll go all the way up till I get about the bottom of that, and then I'll cut it off, whatever that measurement is. I got to do some reframing over here because I'm actually going to carry this same planking over all the way across. So the front, where the tarp is now, I want to lower that so it's about 6.5 feet off the pallets, and then come across level. Come across, then come up again 6.5 feet, come across level 6.5 feet. So then I can take the rest of that tarp and put that on there and do that another day. But that's going to be it for this week's video, guys. Here's kind of what it looks like so far. Kind of take a quick walk around. I'm real happy with it. I even have a few boards left that I can sit and cut up in small pieces. So that'll help finish that off. But I got to wait till, like I said, I can't do that other side until I get my exhaust components to put it out the wall. And then eventually I'll have to get a vent fan in there. So they'll be on this wall. We'll cut out an air intake over here, somewhere up here. And then on the other side above the generator, we'll have a blower motor with a louver that'll basically push the air out that side, so that we just keep the exhaust out or heat out, that type of thing. And that'll run whenever the generator's running. So, but yeah, I'm real happy with the progress. I was hoping to get done with it, but then again, I forgot I didn't order the parts. So I gotta wait for the parts to come in for the generator. That'll be maybe next week's video. I don't see how things go. I haven't ordered them yet, so I gotta get online and actually order them, but I'll have to do some more sawmills because I don't have enough lumber to finish this. But we'll kind of go from there. So as always, thanks for watching. If you haven't and you've made it this far, please subscribe and follow our channels. We'd greatly appreciate it. We'd love to have you follow along with us and have the company. It's kind of nice to have people following along since we're so far in the middle of nowhere, you know. This is our means of communicating with everybody out there. So thanks again, and we'll see you next week.